Alright, hello and welcome back to the Sinking City. Planning to do a little bit of side questing. Starting with the letters from Oakmont. I think we'll start from the bottom and work our way up. Today I fell asleep on the street. Oh, just to catch everyone up on this, these letters were picked up from the Devil's Reef Hotel at the very beginning of the game, and was all handed to us by the owner of the hotel because he didn't know what to do with them and he thought everyone was crazy, and our investigator here decided to take them and see what was going on because it seemed related to him. The Lullaby Crossroad. Today I fell asleep on the street. I'm sure it's connected to my vision somehow because I felt the same nausea and headache as before they strike. It happened in Coverside near the corner of Tanner Street and Old Church Road. I felt dizzy, and my mouth was full of a bittersweet taste. I saw a woman with kind eyes giving me a drink and whispering something. Immediately after that I fell asleep and spent nearly half the day lying in the dirt like a hobo. It's a miracle no one stole anything from me. That sounds pretty rough. Let's see, Coverside. Corner of Tanner Street and Old Church. So, somewhere here?
Help a fella out.
Should be right here. I'm wondering. Let's see. I'm not exactly sure what I'm looking for. Because it doesn't give you much of a clue other than a location and what happened. That sounds like it's upstairs, and it sounds like it's big. Oh. Yes, it is. Pretty sure that hit. Oh, I'm finally getting some cordite, which I'm probably gonna... Decent amount. Okay, I won't complain. What the hell's going on here? The recipe was left to me by my grandmother, and when Lily was little, I used it quite often. A couple drops in her milk, and she slept sweetly all night. My husband and I finally had a little time for each other. Of course, that was long ago. And since then, I haven't needed Grandma's sleeping elixir, but now everything's changed. It was 2 days ago that Bill barricaded the windows because we could not bear to see the corpses on the street. We're locked in and we're out of food. The worst are the nights, impossible to sleep because of the squeals of death and other terrible sounds. We should flee, but there is no place to go. I'm afraid as fate draws near that we'll end up like the bakers. I do not want this for my little Lily. While my husband barred the entrance, I made my grandmother's tea. Lily drank her dose and went to bed. And Bill's getting faint too. It's time for me to join them. Good night, Oakmont. Okay, that was that one. Little story there. The local Innsmouthers scare me a lot, and I've never seen a place with so many ill people. Their faces pursue me even in visions. Recently, I was in the northern part of Grimhaven Bay, walking down Whisper Street. I barely made it to Hubert Avenue when the visions came. I stood among many Innsmouthers disguised as one of them and listened. Their leader read the story of a captain participating in pagan rites, copulating with savage wishes and beasts bringing sacrifices. I still remember his name, Obed. Well, there's Whisper Street. Where is Hubert? Ah, here we go. Alright. Should take a left here. I just finished with one of the cases. It wasn't... They're really short. Also, welcome to the stream, Chucky. Or should I call you Mr. Handsome? Alright, I'm gonna change this outfit because it's driving me fucking nuts. Let's be a cop. Oh, okay. No, no Nazis. Oh, fuck me. It's inside of here. It sure as shit is. And that's how you do it. Yeah, those things did not stand a chance. Alright, I'm looking for something here. I don't know what, though. I fucking knew there had to be something down here. March 21st, 1856, New South Wales. On that day we arrived near Ball's Pyramid, a giant rock around 2,000 feet high extending from the sea. The air is poisoned all around it. You can barely see the tip of the monolith. The catch is good here. Brought us more gold. I have to give them 2 slave women we bought in Sumatra. Wretches were terrified when they saw them. Good riddance. We landed on Lord Howe Island, a few nautical miles away for fresh water and fruit. The heady dinghy was put at sea at 8:15 a.m. Last time we were here in 1847, there were 3 settlers and their aboriginal wives. This time, only the women remained, and they were not the same. Tattooed, their eyes were red with blood, and dead animal carcasses were strewn around the camp. They slept on the floor beside the corpses. Damn, this got dark quick. Hey, Kirsty. We drank and danced with them, and one played a strange musical flute with sounds we never heard before. One of them took me to her hut, probably for a little bit of that gawk, if you know what I mean. While I was at it, between her legs in the dark, I was not wrong. I hadn't read that part yet. Matthews came with a torch, and I could see that above me the dead husband was hooked to the roof, the skin over his face dried like a 100-year-old apple. Bones and clothes he was, his mouth open and distorted in an endless shout. I could still see his eyes, alive and rolling, looking at me. The witch was laughing hard while wiping her thighs, all her teeth filed to a point like a wolf or a shark. We fled this cursed place, leaving the witches behind. Nice. That's not the door. See, terrible fetus. After this vision, I shake in fear at the sound of a child's cry. It happened in Western Reed Heights on Washington Street. I passed Avon Street and was heading towards Oak Street, but I saw it. The thing was running so fast I didn't even understand what it was. I jumped from the window and the vision struck me immediately. I saw a man, a doctor, hiding in the room. He was writing something with a shaking hand, like something like a last will. Then I saw the thing stalking me. A fetus on thin, pointy legs with a little face full of evil and hatred. Okay, I already know what those are. We've seen tons of those. It's just one of the wild beasts. Western Reed Heights. Right there.
What's your problem? What's your problem?
What? How did he get over here so quick? Okay, Washington Street is over there.
He's mad. He's completely mad.
Okay, shovel. Want some more? Shovel. Man, I took a lot of health from that. I guess it wasn't worth destroying him with a shovel, even though he was hurting someone. Huh. First time I've seen a courtyard like this attached to a building. What the fuck? My dearest comfort, if my scrawl is an illegible scribble, forgive me. The shock of what I have delivered from the poor young woman's womb has affected my nerves. Her guttural screams still ring in my ears, and her birth tragedy lurks near where I hide. Had my attendant not been attacked first, I would have certainly shared her fate. The wriggling abomination that erupted from the wife's belly leapt from her body and attached itself to the nurse's throat with a wet smacking sound. Excuse me. Pulled behind it, the taut umbilical cord tore out the placenta in an eruption of bright blood that soaked my gown. Stunned, I looked into the mother's bulging eyes as she convulsed and bit off her tongue between clenched, grinding teeth. Falling backward in horror, I crawled behind a medical cabinet in the operating theater. I can now hear the sloshing movement of the afterbirth sliding across the floor as the terrible infant silently approaches. I write this account on my surgical mask with the sturdy pen you gifted me last year near the Oakmont Commons. May it now serve faithfully as my only weapon against the deformed babe. Sincere thanks, Sebastian. That's pretty fucked. Okay, let's see if we can find this thing. Nope. No, it's out and about. Alright. I can't help but turn around at any noise after what I saw yesterday. I walked down the Murdoch Avenue in Western Advent and near Oak Street. I was hit with an excruciating pain, my nose started to bleed, and the visions came. I saw one man riding a leather, and another about to strike him from behind. Somehow I was both the spectator and the sitting man, but no matter how I cried out warning or tried to move, it didn't work. It seems I lost consciousness when the killer hit the man's head, and it took me several hours to get back to the hotel afterward. Murdoch and Oak Street. Well, there's Oak Street. Okay, so somewhere in this area. I'll just put it here. Yeah, these stories are kind of disturbing, to say the least. What the fuck does that mean? Alright. I don't know what the fuck that meant. It's literally right there.
The door won't budge.
Okay. Can I have my ammo back? I just spent a lot of ammo on that. Well, I get some of it back. At least I have plenty of cordite now. How the fuck do I get up there?
The door won't budge.
Okay, obviously that guy's a bad guy, but I need to figure out how to get into the room first. Hmm. Oh, it literally won't let me pull the trigger. Is it actually gonna let me talk to someone here? Okay. Come back here, you ugly shit. Damn, that thing is... that thing is quick. Holy shit. I don't think that's doing anything to it. Hmm. Oh. That's a nice little bug. Some floating debris. Murdoch and Oak Street. Yeah, it's not like I can jump up there. How the fuck won't it let me through the door?
The door won't budge.
No shit. Hmm. It's not gonna let me do it. Damn, I don't know. I'm really stumped here. Am I supposed to be finding a key? Oh. My dear Clara, it has been years since we last saw each other, and I still can't sleep without looking at the picture you sent me of your family. I wish I had something to show, but pictures of this place would only bring you nightmares. What was I thinking when I left our hometown? I fear that I might be losing my sanity. Remember Dumont, my neighbor that works at the docks? I mentioned him in previous letters. He was always a good friend, but I don't know what happened. He started screaming in the middle of the night, chanting about lost cities and saying strange words. I was never a religious man, but I don't know how to explain his condition through science. I see strange things each time I look out the window. I don't know if they are really there, or if it's just my mind playing with the mist. Somehow the mad words of my friends start to make more sense each time I look at those wild and incomprehensible shapes. I'll return home as soon as I have enough money to do so. I hope to survive all this. Your beloved brother, Victor. That was it. Oh shit, he's coming. Okay, that's what triggered it. Great. Well... you shouldn't have tried. Now let's kill his pet. Hmm. Alright, voices from the pipes. I'm afraid of the bathroom and kitchen sink. Each time I want to wash my hands, I tremble in fear. What if they'll talk to me? This began after a vision in Western Reed Heights. Blah blah blah. I saw a man naked and covered in blood in a room without doors or windows, surrounded by the dark holes of the pipes. He was cutting himself piece by piece, feeding those copper mouths. They were whispering with voices so sweet and promising, but full of hunger and hatred. How could he believe them? How could he even escape? And had they noticed me? Western Reed, Eben Ward, and Baker Street. Right there.
Knock it off.
Oh, there's the university. Haven't been here in a little while.
Best stuff in Oakmont. All on sale. Today.
I don't believe you. Sell your garbage somewhere else. You're gonna have to give me something more difficult than that at this point. Oh, Mr. Bigley, the pipes. The pipes are calling. I think you will recall that I have expressed concern about the drains in my bathroom numerous times over the last month. Obviously, rattles, clunks, and gurgles are of no concern to you, as you are yet to make a single visit despite your assurances. What about the voices, Mr. Bigley? Will they be enough to get your wrench in hand? Well, it's too late. No amount of tinkering or nut tightening can take back the offer they've made. How can I refuse? They say all I have to do is come down and join them. They've shown me a way. I don't like or understand it, but they say they've done it before many times. I just need a sharp knife. I will join them piece by piece, and when I'm all gone up here, I will be whole again down there, whole and glorious. I'm nervous, but they have assured me. That said, you assured me too. No, I have no choice. They have offered immortality, ecstasy, and secrets unbound, but best of all, Mr. Bigley, the pipes are silent down there. I've been assured. Okay, so he was cutting himself to pieces and feeding himself down some pipes. Because he heard voices. That's crazy. What the fuck is this thing? Is there a basement? I don't know. I'm not gonna keep looking for it. Alright. It was not it was not just a vision, but a noise, hissing radio static growing louder and louder. Voices from afar were lost in it, crying desperately. I tried not to show how bad it was. I was afraid to reveal it to the locals. The images came after I passed Bullock Street towards Helog Street. The hissing flooded my mind, and I saw a man surrounded by radios talking to them. He was dying. I felt it. And when it happened, the vision was gone. So there's two locations here. Oh, no. Never mind. It was showing where he traveled, and then you just do the in-between. Okay. There we go. Y'all enjoying the horror stories? I was expecting a little more than just documents, but I know this game was on a really low budget. They did pretty well for what it is, though. But I wish all these things that they're talking about, you'd be able to see. But hopefully Sinking City 2 will be like that. Well, this was easy to find. Alright, here come the grenades, because I'm assuming this means a big boy. Yep, that's what that means, apparently. Get the fuck out of my face. Got bigger fish to fry. Now it's below me? What the fuck is... What is going on? What the hell is this thing? I mean, if it just wants to hang out in the hallway, it's fine with me. Whatever. Unknown date. My name is blank. While I am uncertain, it is lost in the static. Do not know anything. I have lost it all. My mind is little, but static interspersed with bits from the radio serial that was my life. No, not my life, my existence. I hear names, Margaret, Jonathan, Albert. I hear dates, places. June 7th, 1912 at a church on the hill. It is these bits that I live for, is the static that I will end my life for. Every day, for as long as I can remember, the static has gotten louder. I have sunken deeper as the voices grow quieter. They are being replaced. I am losing what little I have left. A new voice, unintelligible, yet one I understand more clearly than any radio program in my head. I fear for what I will become when I can no longer hold on. I'm choosing to go before the static, or the voice within it becomes me. Goodbye, Oakmont. I have sunk even further than you. Oh shit, he was in a basement? Why did it sound like he was above me then? Alright, another case down. Tonight the air forced me to leave the hotel. The putrid smell of rotting seaweed and fish made it hard to breathe. I remembered a huge apple tree and thought it may be nicer there. Moreover, I was afraid that the hotel owner would see my seizures. The vision occurred when I was a few blocks from the apple tree. I felt like I was drowning. I ran forward, and when I passed the street of St. Michael's Church, I felt the water surrounding me, pressing, calling. I needed all my will to fight the desire to go to the mayor and seek into the depths. Central Shells. East of the corner, E. Brown Street. East of the corner with St. Michael's Road. So somewhere there. Go here, go north, and take a boat. They've reused a lot of resources in this game from what I've seen. Similar buildings, signs, placements of things. Dude, where are you going? Oh, you're docking. Okay. Except for that. That's different. I'll check all this stuff after I've used my ammo. He tried. What the fuck? That's different. My cherished flock, K, I believe, has forsaken us. Assuming, of course, any such being exists. Are we to die frightened, or are we to die mad? Death would be merciful indeed in the face of this second flood. There will be no rainbow to blossom over our corpses. The sea beckons to me in a way scripture never has, and she's always done since beasts who would be men oozed from her briny womb. I will go to seek her soon and draw her salt-laden baptismal breath into my own lungs. May she forgive us for our hubris, your shepherd, Reverend Zachariah James Baker. He fucking did something, that's for sure. Holy shit. That's okay. You can only imagine what happened. Alright, another one down, 4 more to go. These are going by pretty quick. Discussing exaltation. No matter how different my visions may be, they are always so frightening. Today it was man. He left a house in southern Old Grove. Our eyes met, and I immediately felt the burning exaltation, a wild torrent of emotions. I saw him among the monstrosities, touching them, embracing, kissing. The vision was so intense, I bent in two and threw up all my breakfast. He walked past saying something like, "Curse to newcomers," and I prayed he wouldn't stop to help, and now, when I close my eyes, I see the creatures around this man. Southern Old Grove. Warwick Street. Between Seaside and Hillside. Honestly, I might throw up too if I saw some guy walking around and embracing and kissing these wild beasts. Kind of nasty.
Knock it off.
Yeah, it honestly is really gross. Oop, went too far. Okay, I think that's the basement. Oh shit, definitely the basement. Oh, too close for comfort. It's extraordinary, incredible, fabulous. I was right. I told them we weren't alone, that the ocean was talking to me. And now that it's flooding in, the ocean brings them with him. All these buffoons who would laugh behind my back, they now fear these wanderers. Wonders. At the sight of these magnificent specimens, they run in all directions screaming. They do not realize the incredible chance they have to admire them, to contemplate their splendor. I need to get closer to these creatures. Closer, always closer. I will finally be recognized for my talent. One of these creatures might even carry my name. I will be praised by all the universities. They can't ignore me now. They'll stop thinking I'm mad. Oh joy, what pleasure. Come see me. I await your arrival. I will take good care of you. That doesn't sound like he was making out with wild beasts. It sounds more like he was worshipping them, or he thinks they were worshipping him. Mirrors, mirrors. I'm afraid someone stalks me. It started when I visited Western Advent and had a vision at the intersection. I saw mirrors full of reflections and someone trapped, trying in vain to escape. His expression of fear and panic shook me deeply. After that, a very tall and skinny man started following me in the distance. What troubles me is that I see him in the reflections, but I've never caught a straight view of this stalker. I'm sure the police will mock me if I come asking for protection. It seems it is time to buy a good, trustworthy gun and start to practice. Purity and Oak Street. Well, this is Oak Street. I don't see anywhere that says Purity. Oh, here it is. Okay. It's got to be in here. Alright, we'll take those. It's gotta be here. I think we stopped by here before. For one reason or another. I guess we just didn't find what we were looking for. Or maybe this is another one of those copy buildings. That's also a possibility. Oh my god, that scared the shit out of me. Oh, fuck me. What the fuck? Okay, we were here before because we heard that screaming and I didn't know what the fuck it was. What is that? I think it's that thing. I've never seen one of those before. I'm pretty sure I just saw a face. Okay. That was crazy. In the 30 hours that I've played this, I finally saw something that surprised me. Well, me being someone that's played a lot of Call of Cthulhu games. That was absolutely fucking horrifying. Okay, I can't get to this room, so I'm thinking it's here. Okay, or not. What the hell am I looking for? Okay, maybe a mirror? Thing is this building's not marked. It still worries me that this is not it. See, Impurity and Oak Street's like right there. Hmm. Okay, this is it. But I still don't know what that was. Or at least I finally found the right place. I think that's one of those screaming things we just saw. Oh. Oh, shit. Yep. The man in the mirror, he's gone. Ever since the infernal flood began, I kept seeing him in the mirror. The man who stole my reflection. He wore my skin like a suit, but there was nothing human beneath it. He knew I was on the other side and was looking straight at me. I covered every mirror in my house, but in vain. I could still see him in the window panes and every puddle, even in other people's eyes. The neighbors started to look at me strangely. I couldn't sleep. I saw his face in nightmares, and when I woke up, I heard whispers coming from the looking glass. But now he's gone. I uncovered the mirror to smash it to pieces, and he's gone. There's nothing in the reflection at all, but I feel like I'm not alone. What the fuck? Huh. That's a lot of gunpowder it just gave me. Damn. Excuse me. The lone child. The visions are testing me, playing with my mind. My old forgotten fears come to life. When I was small, I was afraid to stay alone. I thought my parents would leave and never come back. Today I went to the eastern streets of Coverside and the visions came on the corner. I felt I was alone, forgotten in a locked room, hungry and frightened. It was so scary to stay inside. But everything was much worse behind the door. Something scratched in the corridor, and there were terrifying screams from outside. I could not run, couldn't hide, and just waited for Mom to return. Alright, eastern Coverside. St. Elmo and Kingsport. So, like, right there. Well, that was easy. Oh, it's upstairs. Okay. Maybe upstairs? So empty here without Sid the liar. Feels like he was just there yesterday with that unmistakable smirk of his. Sometimes when I'm listening to the radio, I feel like I can hear his voice. Might just be white noise. It's all garbled after all. Come to think of it, I hear Sid every time I'm switching stations. Weird. I hope it's not about those 20 bucks I ended up owing him. I don't know what that was for. But I just found like a side quest thing or ahead of time. Yeah, that had nothing to do with this one. That's strange. Just happened to be in a similar location. Okay. St. Elmo, King's Mouth. Or Kingsport. What if it's like over there? It could be off the river somewhere. Yeah, this is it. Yeah, I'm not going in there. Last time I did that, there was nothing there and I got... Oh, well, never mind. It circles around. Yeah, this was obvious. I don't know where Mommy and Daddy went. Mommy kissed me on the forehead and handed me Mr. Teddy and left so many days ago. I am all by myself and Mr. Teddy and I are so cold and wet. If you have blankets, I would be so happy. You are a nice people and you find this note. I live in a brown house with lots of flowers. They are wet and sad now. My name is Tim, and if you help me, you can be the very best friends. Please, no more monsters. I am all red and sticky. Oh, that's fucked. Really? Great. Now you made me feel bad. Game. Alright, last one. Forlorn woman. The city, no matter how badly the flood damaged it, has an unnatural appeal. I can't stop myself from walking, even if it means being struck by further visions. The feeling of loneliness and fear was immense. I was a woman, locked in a room, infected and slowly rotting. My body turned into something. It itched badly in my face. I had to hold the skin with both hands to prevent it from growing until I suffocated. I ended up sitting on the road, crying until some Innsmouther kicked me and ordered me away. Oh, I already know what she turned into. One of those things that pulls their head apart and spits what I think is acid. Alright, old church. Bits of Callan and... Okay, it's just the two. Right there.
Stop it.
I guess I'll just go here and run there. Is what possible? I mean, technically, and I don't even know what you're asking. It's probably possible. And, Cthulhu lore. Shortcut. Damn, that took a lot of health. Maybe? I'm honestly not sure. With that clue that I found, I mean... What is even going on? Some of these NPCs act strange. Okay, definitely the right place. Yeah, I remember this game's kind of old, man. So, who knows? And obviously, it's a little janky still, so... That sounds like a big boy. Oh, fuck me, that hurt. That must be her. Not anymore. Oh, shit. Right, you thought. Hi, Dad. The back room's window was broken when I woke up from my nap. I'm gonna go look for Mom. She can't have gotten too far yet. I'm sure she'll listen to me when I find her. Sometimes when I take her food, she looks at me weird like she remembers me. Sometimes she even reaches out through the slot and tries to grab my hand, but I do what you said and stand behind the white line, and I push the tray with a stick, and then she cries. Really hope she'll get better soon. Don't worry, Dad. I'll find her and bring her home. Holy shit. She turned, and then they kept her in a fucking cage? Yeah, that's her. Well, how do I do this? Here? Sorry. Yeah, I'm not letting you stay like that. That's fucked. Who does some shit like that? Also, I don't see the white line. There's inconsistencies in the story. I don't believe it anymore. Immersion broken. Damn, those were really fucked up. There's all the letters from Oakmont. I think I get a new suit from that. Let's go look, because I was going to stop here anyway. Need to go this way.
The raging waters will swallow the earth.
Well, those stories were very interesting. Really cool, actually. They didn't do a lot with them. They did have some like interactive stuff and like story consistency with like the locations and the monsters and such. But of course, I would like to have seen like cutscenes and things like that, but it's been very limited.
I'm watching you, newcomer.
Shut up. You're kidding me. I did all those and it didn't give me one. Screw it. That's fine, I guess. Okay, I think that's it for today. Not sure what I'll be streaming next. I'll see if Chucky, if you're wanting to do what's it called? SCP containment breach again. Maybe try a different seed. See if we can actually get through it this time. Since we know a little bit more, it might be a little bit easier. But we have one more set of side cases, and then of course the main story, but I think I'll do the main story next time. Also, anybody who may be watching, I've decided that I was going to do a new game series that I'm going to record, and I'm going to record a video game called Layers of Fear. They did a remake for it, and I've played the old ones, but I haven't played the remakes yet. I wanted to see what it would look like with enhanced graphics, some more added story, and things like that. It is a fantastic game. It is very beautiful and it is very horrifying. So I'm sure everybody will enjoy it. But I think that's it for tonight. It's getting late for me, at least. So I guess I will see you guys next time. Friday, you said? Okay, I can wait till Friday. I'll probably I'll probably finish this before then, because I don't think there's much left. So I'll finish Sinking City before the week's over then. And I think after that I'll be streaming Vampire, which I think you'll also enjoy. It's a game kind of like this, but you play as, I think his name's Jonathan Reed. And he's a well-known surgeon and the first renowned blood transfusionist, because he created it during one of the wars. I think it was World War I or something. I don't know. I haven't played it in a long time. And once he makes it home, something happens and he gets turned into a vampire, and he has to deal with the politics of the city. It's one of the game ideas that I have. We'll see. But all right, everybody have a good night. I'll see you guys next time.